This is not one of those videos where I'm going to tell you, you just need to work on yourself. This is not one of those videos where I tell you that you're just not ready for a relationship and you just need to focus on growing on yourself in every way that you can. This is not one of those videos where I tell you that being single is just meant for you right now and that the right thing will come when it comes. Because if we're being completely honest, most of us would rather be in a fulfilling relationship. We want to have someone to share our lives with. We want someone that we can come home to. We want someone to take to our family occasions. We want someone to enjoy fireworks with on New Year's. We want someone that we can introduce to our friends. We want someone that we can have great sex with. You want someone to look good for, and you want someone to look good for you. So you want to be part of a couple. You want to be in a relationship, but for whatever reason right now, you're not. And that's okay. So for the time being, here are 5 mantras for you to live by that are gonna help you embrace singlehood. But before we get into that, I always love chatting and engaging with you guys. So come give me a follow and drop me a message on Instagram if it's just to say hi, or maybe if it's just to say Merry Christmas. It would be great to hear from you. This video shout out is to King of the North for their awesome comment, and as promised, King, here's my donation to the Free Your Mind Children's Domestic Abuse charity. Definitely a worthy cause. December is the month of giving, and this year I want you to be part of my giving process. All you have to do is leave a comment below on what you liked about the video and say please donate to with a charity of your choice. The best comment will be chosen and I will donate to that charity in your name, providing the evidence in my next upload. Now let's jump into the video. So the first thing to do is to stop looking for a relationship. And I know this is easier said than done, especially if you're surrounded by people who are all in relationships or they've got their own situationships going on. You know, maybe they've been with them for a certain amount of time now and you feel like you're lagging behind. But you need to stop looking for a relationship, because as a guy, a girl who is looking for a relationship, guys can smell this a mile off. And it's not necessarily a turn off for guys, but it does raise a few flags. Because what that makes a guy think is if he meets you for the first time and you come across like you're desperate for a relationship, that you're looking for one specifically, it makes him think, okay, you just care about nabbing a guy for a relationship and you're not necessarily interested in who he is as a person. Okay, so let's talk about embracing this singlehood. That's not only gonna make you feel better about yourself, but it's actually gonna make you more attractive to guys so that they're going to approach you more and give you more options. So the first thing to focus on is just to have fun. Know how to have fun either with yourself and with your friends. Know how to have fun outside of dating and flirting and the potentials of meeting someone new. Because if we're going to keep it 100, there are 2 reasons why guys and girls love going to bars and clubs. One of them is to get drunk or high or whatever so you can have a good time, and the second reason is the potential of meeting someone new. Eliminate that second reason. Eliminate that reason in your mind as part of why you want to go out. When you go out with your friends, you just go out to have fun. That's it. And just by you having fun, guys are naturally going to be drawn to you. Naturally, as human beings, we are drawn to people who have a fun, infectious energy. The second mantra to live by that's going to help you embrace being single is to occupy your time with things that move you forward. So what I mean is occupy your time with things that either advance your career, advance your knowledge about something, or advance your understanding about something that you're passionate about. As well as occupy your time with something you have fun doing, like a new hobby. And right now, this isn't me just saying, okay, find something that, you know, find a nice little hobby so that you can distract yourself from being lonely. Because the truth is, we all get lonely sometimes. Even people in relationships get lonely if they're not with the kind of person who gives them that companionship. So believe me when I tell you, it's not only single people who get lonely. So occupy your time with things that further yourself. Read books that you've always wanted to read, or reach out to someone who maybe you wanted to be your mentor and you never got around to actually asking them. Discover something about a new hobby or learn a new skill. And even learn a new skill that's either going to help you or going to help someone else. It's amazing when we learn something that makes us a more productive member of our family, our community, or our society. This next thing to enjoy and absolutely must embrace being single is enjoy going on first dates. Now, I know for a lot of people that going on a first date can be quite anxiety provoking, especially if it's the first time you're meeting someone. And half the time we have this anxiety is because we put a lot of pressure on what we want the outcome to be. When you go on a first date, it doesn't help you to have the mindset of, okay, so is this person going to be good for my next boyfriend, for my next partner? Can I see myself with them long term? Can I imagine myself having sex with them straight away? That puts way too much pressure on you, and it puts way too much pressure on the other person. Just enjoy going on first dates. Enjoy meeting someone new. And yes, of course, it's natural to get excited at the potential of where it might go. But the priority of going on a first date should just be to have fun. Have fun meeting someone new and have fun going on a date. You can go on a first date with someone and you can actually have a lot of fun that first date. You know, it was vibing, you're having a good time. But then at the end of the day, you can still be like, that person was great, but I just don't see myself with them long term. I just don't see them as my boyfriend or as my future partner. But that doesn't take away from the fact that you had a great experience with them. When we go out to a party or a club or something and you meet friends of friends, we just have fun meeting them. You know, we just have fun getting to know them, getting to know who they are, what they do, maybe what you can learn from them. And having this kind of mindset and this kind of approach is exactly how it should be when you go on a first date. It keeps you from thinking all up in here and allows you to just be present in the moment. Because it's only when we're truly in the moment that exciting, spontaneous connections are made. This next one to live by is limit the time that you talk to your friends about guys. When you talk to your girls, a lot of the time you're talking about guys. And there's nothing necessarily wrong with this. But sometimes you can get to a point where 90% of the conversations that you have is centered around men, either about so-and-so's boyfriend or about the guy you had sex with the other day, or maybe about the guy that you're texting. Start to limit how much time you designate with your friends talking about guys, talking about dating and romance. Because with your friends, if most of your conversations are circling around men, then it's going to make it seem much more of a necessity than it actually is, because it's not a necessity to have someone. Of course, we all want someone, but we don't need someone. So by limiting the amount of time that you give your energy to that space, it's going to help you see reasonably what part of your life or what fraction of your life it should really take up. And it shouldn't take up most of your space and energy. Now, this next thing is the most important one. If there is anything you're going to take away from this video, take this one away with you. And this is to accept being single. Breathe it in, let it digest, let it settle. Accept it, be okay with it. And I cannot stress how important this is for all of us. Now, like I said before, it's okay to feel lonely sometimes, all right? Everybody gets a bit lonely. Human beings, we're social animals. You know, part of having a healthy human being diet is having great quality connections. But it's really important that you can accept being on your own for the time being. No one is saying that you need to be alone for the rest of your life. And realistically, there's only a 1 in a million chance that that's actually going to happen. But see that being on your own isn't a problem that needs to be fixed. As we said before, it's all about wanting someone, not needing someone. Because the second that you start needing someone, one, that corrupts the necessary filters that you need to find the right person for you. And two, the kind of person that you want is going to be someone who wants you, not needs you. It's not sexy when we need someone, it's sexy when we want someone. And it's sexy when somebody wants us. And whatever numerical life plans that you had for yourself, you know, like, oh, I have to have a boyfriend by this age, I have to be engaged by this age, and I need to have at least 3 kids by this age, just throw it out the window. Let go of the time periods that you gave yourself to do those things. In life, we have to be adjustable and flexible for amazing things to happen. Life can take us on incredible directions that we never even saw coming, but we have to be flexible and open enough to take that path. Of course, it's wonderful to say, hey, look, these are the things that I want in life. but just let go of the time frame that you've given yourself to achieve those things. And now this isn't to be complacent, but to remove the pressure off yourself. Which brings us on to the next point, find your purpose. This is something that I tell guys to do when they want to attract women, and ladies, it goes for the same for you. Have a purpose. Whether that is starting a new charity or developing your dance troupe, or maybe having as simple as a fitness goal. Have an aim, a goal outside of dating and romance. Because having a focus brings drive, it brings confidence, and it brings eyes on you. Forever expanding your circles and your network of connections. If you're looking for a guy who sparks up your love life, make sure you subscribe to this wonderful tribe. And as always, keep it slick.
How?